Dr. Deb Schreibman here. What's healthy? We are, and we are very grateful to be healthy through this coronavirus pandemic. And I think we're kind of at the worst that it's going to be, hopefully. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that you can do through this virus. I know many of us are stuck at home, we're quarantined, and we want to be able to continue to move forward in life. I know sometimes I think we're all feeling really stuck. And we can't do the things that we normally do, and we're out of our normal routine. So let's talk a little bit about this, because you know what? This is going to pass. My Nana would tell me that all the time. She would say, and this too shall pass, honey. Oh, and by the way, a little lipstick would look lovely. So all you men and women out there, put a little lipstick on. It'll look lovely. It might catapult you into the next part of your day and brighten your day a little bit, because this is going to pass and we are going to get back to normal, whatever that may be. It may be a new normal, but we're going to get back there. And I know being surrounded by all of this uncertainty is a little bit disheartening for a lot of people. So let's talk about how we can see the good things in life instead of just the bad stuff, because I know we are inundated with media right now telling us, today this many people died, this many more than yesterday, or this many more people tested positive for coronavirus, and this many more companies are closing down. So what can we do to look at some of the good stuff? Because people are having babies, because some people are able to start new businesses. People are able to spend more quality time with their families, which when we're working all the time, we miss that. So I think, really just looking forward and saying, hey, let's appreciate this downtime. Let's appreciate the new things. I really am an optimist. I firmly believe that at the end of all of this, there's going to be something sparkly and something happy and magical. And I may not be able to tell you what it is right now, but I really think it's going to be there for you. So I think if you just redirect your attention towards the good things, your children, your homes, the little projects that you've been meaning to do and never have time to do it, do those things. I don't know, spring cleaning, clean your garage, go through all your clothing, exercise a little bit more, walk outside. The weather has been fantastic, other than the pollen here in Atlanta has been terrible. But other than that, I think if you really just focus on the good stuff and maybe put some of the bad stuff, maybe not watch so much news, maybe, limit the amount of time to once a day, maybe every morning or every evening. And, I wouldn't even recommend doing it right before bed, because then it makes it hard for you to sleep. So maybe every morning when you wake up, spend 10 minutes, set your timer for 10 minutes, watch for 10 minutes and then move on, because I think that we get really caught up in all of the bad stuff and we forget about celebrating the fantastic stuff like Easter or Memorial Day or the 4th of July, all the really good happy times that are ahead of us. Let's talk a little bit about how you can better adjust to the reality of social isolation, because I know we are going to have to continue to socially isolate ourselves for a little bit longer, but just realize there is an end to it. And I think if you just keep that in mind, you'll really be able to deal with it a lot better. This distancing, you can Skype, you can FaceTime, which is pretty incredible, because, just a few years ago, we didn't have all of this access. So I know we can't always touch people and be around people, but I think if you really just take advantage of some of the technology that we have, I don't know, do you remember that TV show Tool Time, and they would just look over the fence? Do that. Stay away from each other, but look through the holes, look through the slats, talk to each other. And I think, just by sharing some of your feelings, you'll realize that everybody is feeling that way too. So, that social distancing is going to come to an end. But in the meantime, use your social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Skype, whatever that may be. Another thing I think a lot of people are having problems with, and I'm hearing this a lot from my patients, is how am I supposed to work my full-time job at home and help my poor kiddos who are supposed to be doing their schoolwork on the computer, keeping them from wanting to kill each other? What if you only have 1 or 2 computers at the house, and how do you do that? And what I recommend is just really picking out chunks of the day where you will do your work. Maybe it'll have to be at nighttime when the kids are watching TV, or, at times when they're not supposed to be doing their schoolwork. And you know what? You're human. Do what you can do. If you can't get it all done, so what? You can't get it all done. Your kids are going to still go on and they're going to be in the next grade next year. You're still hopefully going to have your job because hopefully our bosses are realizing that we cannot do everything. So just kind of give yourself structure, give yourself boundaries, and give yourself a break. Because you're human and you're not perfect, and we certainly don't expect you to be perfect during this time. So hopefully that helps you with some of the stuff that you've been struggling with. All right, let's talk about working from home, back pain and neck pain. I am hearing this all the time from my patients. They come in and they say, Dr. Deb, my back is hurting. My low back has never hurt. And the problem is that they're working from home and they're working in areas that are not set up to be areas to be worked from. You might be working at a bar. You might be working at a kitchen table. You might be outside working on a picnic bench. Wherever it is that you're outside working, you need to make sure that it's ergonomically correct for you. And that's the problem, because most people don't really know what that is. And actually, most of you in office are not even working in an ergonomically correct. So I'm going to teach you what that means. When you are ergonomically correct, your eyes are level with the horizon, which means your monitor is level. So you can see everything. So your head is not down and your head is not up. Your elbows are 90 degrees. So your keyboard is right here. So you can work at it. You're not up like this, which is probably what's happening when you're working at a table or a bar, or not down really low. Your hips should be 90 degrees. So, which I know you might not be able to see my hips, but they should be 90 degrees. Your knees should be 90 degrees and your feet should be 90 degrees to the floor. So how do you do this? You might need to raise your chair so your elbow is at 90 degrees. And if you're anything like me, vertically challenged, you might need to put something under your feet. You remember those old phone books? I don't know if you have any of those stuck in the closets. Dust them off and put them under your feet so that your hips are 90 degrees, your knees are 90 degrees, and your feet are 90 degrees. I'll never forget, I was test driving Jeeps with my husband. It's a really funny story. And it was, I don't know if it was a CJ, RJ, whatever it was some kind of a Jeep. And I got in there and I couldn't see anything. So the guy, laughing his butt off, comes walking out with a pile of phone books. And he says, oh, we can finally use these for something. And he says, you need to sit on these phone books. Of course, then I couldn't reach the gas pedal. And he says, oh, we can tie a brick to that. We can tie a piece of wood to that for you. So anyway, if you have phone books at home, you could put them to some good use and get yourselves ergonomically correct so that you will have less pain. The other thing is you can come into our office. We are a safe zone. If you're afraid to come into the office, we can do telehealth, telemedicine with you. Even as chiropractors, I know we won't be able to get our hands on you and adjust you, but we could tell you what to do. We could teach you. We could look at your space that you're sitting at. We could help you to be ergonomically correct. We can teach you stretches and exercises. We can do the things that you will need to do until you can get your butts back into our office so that we can help you by adjusting you manually with our hands. So I hope this helps you, because I know this is on a lot of people's minds. A lot of people are hurting. We can't get massages. We can get acupuncture. We can get chiropractic care. We can do all this telehealth stuff digitally, so we can help manage it as well as we can until everybody is healthier, until this darn virus is at bay, and we can get back into the offices so that we can see people. We can teach you to come to our store, which is digital, and you can buy supplements, and we'll help guide you through all of that. So I hope that really helps you. I know this is something that is hit home for a lot of people, because some of you guys, I've been told, are even locked out of your offices. You go and you cannot use your codes or your passes. They've locked everything down. So we know that's really to keep you safe. I know sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Feels punitive, but I promise it's not punitive. It's because we want you all to be healthy and well at the other side of this. So you can see the sparkly stuff too, whatever that is. Alkaline water is a big thing. Kangen water is alkaline water. It's one of, and I think actually it is the original alkaline water machine that you can make water at home from your tap turn into alkaline water. And there are so many benefits of alkaline water, and there's so many incredible things that you can do with alkaline water other than just consuming it. When you consume alkaline water, it does make our bodies more alkaline. And why is this important? Because what we do know is a lot of illnesses, like cancer, for example, thrives in an acidic environment. So we want to stay as alkaline as we can. And I think our bodies are really much more acidic than they should be because of the crappy food that we eat. And you know what? During this kind of a thing, this pandemic, which all of us have never lived through before, and it's really scary, we're going to eating those foods that are those comfort foods, right? I don't know what comfort food is for you. Mashed potatoes, rice, ice cream, pizza, hot dogs, all of the things that remind us of our childhood, remind us of a time that we felt safer and happier, but it also causes our bodies to be more acidic. So, what is important about this? When you are drinking alkaline water, it helps to alkalize your body better, to protect you from any of these diseases that you might be at risk for or at higher risk for because you aren't able to take care of your health. And you know what? The other part of this is our access to food. I know that because people are scared, they're out there still hoarding food. We are not short in food. Stop hoarding food. We're short in food only because we're hoarding the food, right? It's not because we don't have enough of it. And so when we go to get the food, we don't have a lot of our fresh fruits and vegetables, the things that also make us alkaline. It's the boxed stuff, the soups, all of those things, the canned stuff that really makes us more acidic. So alkaline water can really help with that. The other thing you can do is wash all of the fruits and the vegetables. And if you're running out of, what are those cloths called? The sanitary wipes. If you're running out of those things, the Kangen water machine can make acidic water, which helps to kill bacteria and viruses. And yes, we know that we have not tested this on the coronavirus or COVID-19. However, it has been successful in other bacterial and other viral things that we have seen come through. So we don't see any reason that it won't be effective with this. So you can just use that water to clean your fruits, to clean your vegetables, right? Because you know people are in there picking up apples and picking up oranges and looking at the stuff and putting it back, and you don't know where their hands have been. So alkaline water, Kangen water, is pretty fantastic. We have a Kangen water machine in our office. I, a month ago, offered it to you guys. Anybody, come, get it for free. We'll give you acidic water. We'll give you alkaline water. We'll talk to you about what you really, truly need. And we're just giving it away to you. We don't want money for it. We want you to be healthy. So we are in Kennesaw, Georgia. If you're anywhere close to us, please take us up on that. We are open. We are asking you to wash your hands, and we are taking your temperature as you come through so that we can keep you safe. Bring your own containers with you too, because we don't have containers enough to give to you. Bring dark containers if you can, and clear containers, because we'll help you separate the acidic water from the alkaline water, and we'll teach you. We have a whole list of how you can use it. You can use it to clean your laundry. You can use it to clean your countertops. You can use it to clean mail. Mail is a big thing. You know how many people are touching your mail coming through in the boxes that you're getting, because a lot of us are shopping online, right? Not just for food, but stuff we don't need. Good, go buy. Stimulate the economy. Do it. Buy clothes. Whatever you need to do. Hey, electrical stimulation, everybody. We do lots of electrical stim in our office, and we call it e-stim. And for those of you out there who are wondering what electrical stimulation is, because, it could be kind of fun, but the electrical stimulation that we do in our office is a machine where we actually hook these little electrodes up to you, and my patients laugh at me, and I think they think that I put their electrodes in their freezer because they're always cold when we put it on them. But we stick these little electrodes on you. It sends electricity to you, and it helps just to kind of relax those muscles. It contracts and relaxes those muscles, and eventually those muscles are going to fatigue. So for people who are hurting, when you contract and relax a muscle, and then it fatigues, it gets tired and it lets go. So it's a really great way to help with pain and inflammation. It also actually, through that contraction and relaxation, pumps the bad stuff in and the good blood, the bad stuff out and the good stuff in, so that healing process can kick in. So I know that we've had a lot of questions out there about, how does this help encourage blood flow? And it does that by contracting, relaxing, and creating that pump. And I'll tell you, I learned about electrical stimulation when I was actually running and I hurt myself. Electrical stim is actually great for athletes. So those of you athletes, and I hope you're out there even through this pandemic, exercising or walking or running or making a difference. If you hurt yourself and you're afraid to come into an office like mine, which you shouldn't be, especially our office, we like to try to consider ourselves a safe zone. We are all testing and we are all testing negative so far. So you can come in and we can actually use what we call an electrical stim machine instead of a TENS unit, which if you're home and you have a TENS unit, it kind of works the same way. It's just not quite as strong as the machines that we have here in our office. But it will help you heal better. Why? Because it's pumping that fresh blood in. And what is fresh blood? White blood cells, red blood cells. And what do white blood cells do? They help you to heal. So for those of you who don't know what electrical stimulation out there, it's a modality that we use in our office. We use it to help relieve pain. We use it to help relax muscles. We use it to help pump toxins out and fresh blood in so we can stimulate the healing process so you'll hold your adjustments longer and you will heal quicker. So let me see. I know I had a couple of questions come through with this. Peggy asked, can electrical stim help with athletes? I think I already answered this question for you, Peggy. Absolutely, it helps with athletes. It also helps for those of you who have all this extra time on your hands and you decide, I'm going to go walking. I'm going to lift weights at home in my basement. I have this home gym. I'm going to go for a run, and you hurt yourself. You can use the TENS unit at home. Does the same thing that your electrical stim does. I have another question from Kim. Kim says, I'm scared that I won't be able to handle electrical stimulation because I'm so sensitive. Can some people not handle the therapy at all? You know what, Kim, this is a really great question because I know a lot of people are worried about that. Electrical stimulation is done to your tolerance. So there's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. When we do electrical stim with a patient, we say, okay, I'm going to turn it on and you let me know when it feels good to you. And that way, if you are very sensitive, you'll do it very low. And some people are not sensitive at all and they do it so high and they love it. So we are able to control how high we do it, how long we do it for, and to your tolerance. So thanks for that question, Kim, because I think that was a pretty fantastic question. I know a lot of you are wanting to know how to contact me. So if you have any questions, this is going to go directly to me. It's FeelBetter@LakePointWellnessCenter.com. Again, it is FeelBetter@LakePoint, and that is point with an E, wellnesscenter.com. Or just go check out our website at feelbetterhere.com. You can give us a call at 770-974-5215. And I promise you, I love getting emails from you because it gives me hope and it helps me to feel like I'm making a difference in the world, which I know is why I was put on this planet. So I hope this helps. Until next time, love and light, health and happiness. Bye-bye.